guys are looking for cheap, fast, reliable Ultimate Team coins, definitely go and check out UT Coinbank's fantastic automated service. You get your coins within about 10 seconds. Go ahead and check them out. I'll leave the links down in the description. And apart from that, hope you guys do enjoy today's video. Goodbye. What is up, guys? ThePremiumRat here. Welcome to episode 11 of the Spurs career mode. This is by far the best episode to date, so if you stay all the way to the end, you will not be disappointed. Anyway, today we start with a tough away trip at Old Trafford. You know, in real life, we didn't win here in like 24 years, and we won there 2 years in a row. We get off to an absolutely terrible start after about 15 minutes. It's played around the box. Falcao slips it into Rooney, who's got massive tits there in that fucking little cutscene, and he drives one past Lloris to put them 1-0 up after about 15 minutes. Said pouring down with rain at Old Trafford. The weather wasn't really great. Lloris, you know, looking fairly dismal. Not much he could have done about that though. To be fair, not a bad goal. I don't mind conceding good goals on on career mode, and that's exactly what happened with the second goal. They then go 2-0 up. Di Maria playing in Fletcher, who then plays in Falcao, who just unleashes an absolute ripper into the top binners. Nothing Lloris or anyone could have done about that. And that put them 2-0 up after about 18 minutes. They scored 2 goals in about 3-4 minutes. And we were on the ropes a little bit. You know, United away is going to be difficult on any difficulty, and obviously we're playing on world class, so it was going to be tough. The defence just sort of standing around looking fucking hapless as usual. I might need to sort out the defence at the end of the season, but you know, as I said, I don't mind conceding good goals, and that from Falcao was an absolute stunner. Yeah, so that was 2-0 down, but just before half time then we did manage to pull one back. We managed to bag ourselves a corner. Lamela whips it in, and Destro climbs highest. And I think that might have been one of the only corners we score in this career mode. I think we scored one against Leicester in the last episode. But corners, I think, on this game really are dog shit. For so many years, they've been so overpowered if you put them in the right spot. And then this year, they seem to have just been absolutely dog shit. But Destro does really well, jumps above everyone else, and leaps to bring us a goal back. And just after half-time then, we do manage to equalise. Dembele snatching the ball off Rooney, I think it was. He was trying to do something in the back. And Dembele whips it off him and powers all the way through and slots it in off the post, I think it was. Let's have a look, see the replay. Powering through and then slips it with his left foot. Yeah, comes off the post just about. And that brought us back to 2-2. And then the comeback was complete in the 75th minute. Strootman, we brought him on for a bit of defensive cover, but he does so well down the left-hand side. Whips it in, and Eriksen, of all people, the 5'8", I think he is, 5'9", fucking beast, just headers it home. He never really pops up with headers in the box. But so he was the most unlikely person to step up there. But a great header nonetheless. Strootman did all the work down the wing, and Eriksen puts it past. I think they had Lindegaard in goal, actually. I don't know whether De Gea's been injured or they sold him or whatever. But De Gea may have done better there. But a fantastic header. Lindegaard was absolutely nowhere near it. And that was took us to the lead. That was 3-2. And we finally put the icing on the cake then. We mounted a fantastic comeback in the end. Dembele, again, just so much strength. He has got so much strength, not just in real life, but on FIFA. He can keep the ball away from pretty much anyone, and he bursts through, holds off another defender, and calmly slots it again with his left foot past the on-rushing Lindegaard to give us the 4-2 victory. And that was absolutely fantastic. To be 2-0 down away at Old Trafford, to come back and win 4-2, we're starting to get the label of comeback kings. I know in a couple of previous episodes we were down at I think we were down at Leicester and managed to draw like 4-4 or something like that as well. And a couple of episodes in this series we've come back and done well. And so we've been given the tag the comeback kings. So that was a fantastic victory, and that gave us 3 points. On to the second game then. We had QPR away. A lot easier game this was. No disrespect to QPR, but obviously if we're beating Man United away, we really should be beating QPR away. And we get off to an absolutely blinding start. We swapped in Meyer for Eriksen for this game, and he does fantastically well. Slips through Marshall, who again started ahead of Destro up front, and he powers through with his pace and slots with his weaker foot past Rob Green to give us the 1-0 lead after about 17 minutes, I think it was. Meyer did really well, and a great finish with his left foot past the keeper. But typical Tottenham, again, just before half-time, we managed to somehow fuck it all up. I brought on Eriksen because I think someone was injured, and, you know, after doing so well against Man United, you've just got to fucking clear that. And I think it might have been Leroy Fer who snatches it off him, and then just puts a small little dinkers into Zamora, and he's not going to miss from fucking like 4 yards there, and that equalised. But later on into the game, they were pushing for the winner, and this is exactly what we like. We love playing on the counter-attack on FIFA. Counter-attack is so OP, and in the 80th minute, Lamela doing so well, bursting through a couple of defenders, sweating it to Lennon. Don't give a fuck if it's a sweat. And Lennon is never going to miss from there, and that put us 2-1 up. And that was pretty much game over, to be fair. You know, QPR, as I said, were pushing for the winner. I don't know whether they're down in a dogfight down the bottom or whatever, but they need points. And that's exactly how we like to play on the counter-attack, and that gave us the 2-1 lead. And pretty much deja vu then, but a couple of minutes later, Eriksson then wins the ball back yet again. He cuts into the middle and then slips an absolutely stunning ball into Meyer, who you already know what happens. He gallops through, keeps going, past the last defender and slots underneath Green again with his left foot. And that gave us the 3-1 lead, and that was game over. 3-1 victory away at QPR. As you can see there, the yids on the top shelf going absolutely mental. And that moved us up a couple of places as well. So that's 2 wins out of 2 from this episode, doing really well. Away at Man United, and then again away at QPR. Good little finish from Meyer there under the keeper. And as I said, that gave us the 3-1 victory. 2 good performances. You know, we'd been behind in the United game, but come back to win. And again, we pretty much dominated this game. Not in terms of possession or anything though, but we took our chances and they didn't, and that was basically that. But anyway, on to the third and final game of the episode then. This is the Europa League, and as you can see there, we're into the last 16 and we've been drawn against Monaco. If you have a look on the other side of the draw, that's when the tougher games were going to come. So there we were pretty much, if we were going to get all the way to the final, we were probably either going to be playing Fiorentina or PSG. Everton were also in the mix, but we were looking to try and avoid PSG. But if we're going to get to the final, we were probably going to end up playing PSG. But as well, there's a big game, I think Motherwell against Lokomotiv Moscow, who are in our group as well. Go on, Motherwell. Anyway, this is the third and final game. We had Monaco at home in the first leg. And, you know, we'd beaten... Who did we beat on the last round? I think it was Feyenoord, that was. So, you know, Monaco and Feyenoord, fairly decent. So, you know, Monaco are a good side, but we really should be winning this. And we really should have taken the lead there. Some great play by Meyer on the edge of the box, just hitting the post. But that was I think it was after about 15-20 minutes. But then we go 1-0 down. In about the 28th minute, Lloris comes from the corner, flaps at it, tries to get it away. Berbatov whips it back in, and then it's saved by Lloris again. And then their striker nods it home. I'm not sure who actually puts it in. It might have been Carrizo, I think it's how you pronounce it, or something like that. But he's there, and from, you know, 4 yards open net, he's never going to miss that. Any fucking professional footballer's never going to miss from there. And so that put us 1-0 down, and that wasn't really that great, because we really should be beating Monaco. But it goes from bad to worse from us. 2 corners. And it ends up being a stupid decision here by the referee. As you can see there, the ball is then whipped in again. Somehow Lloris gets a hand to it, and then it comes off the bar, and then he heads it in again. But the referee somehow decides to give us a penalty. To be fair, you know, in that situation, I wasn't bothered that they'd given a penalty because they'd already tucked it home. So in terms of them giving them a penalty, it gave us a chance to actually save it and redeem the goal. And that's exactly what I have fucking no idea how that's a penalty. Lloris comes and I don't know whether he punched him in the face there or whatever, but it's Dimi Berbatov against his former club to step up and potentially give Monaco the 2-0 lead just before half-time. And so Berbatov does step up, gives it the starter run, a dive to the left, and I think it comes off the bar and goes in. And that gave Monaco the 2-0 lead, and that was 2 away goals for them. So it really wasn't... We really weren't playing that great. And it was going to get worse for us. Yeah, they then go 3-0 up. I know, what are we doing? Fucking 3-0. Traore being played through down the right-hand side, holding off... I think it was Paulinho. We brought him on for a bit of pace. He just gets fucked off the ball and squares it across to Carrizo again. I think it's Carrizo or Calisso or something like that. And he bags his second of the game. And that was 3-0 down, and that was in the 67th minute. So we needed an absolute miracle to come back into this game. But miracles do happen. In the 72nd minute, Townsend is played through. We brought him on. Fucking finishes it in off the post with his left foot. And that gave us an absolute slither of hope. 73 minutes played. You know, we had just under 20 minutes left to try and rescue this game. You know, they had 3 away goals, which was absolutely ridiculous. Then, in the 84th minute, Vertonghen gets brought down on the edge of the fucking box. No, it wasn't in the edge of the box. It was inside, just inside the box. And the referee manages to give us a penalty. I think it was Ayman Abendor. I think it's how you pronounce it, or Abendor. And anyway, so that was Vertonghen brought down. And so they had a penalty, and now we had a penalty, and it was up to Destro. I had a cheeky look to see if anyone else on the team could take any other penalties, but we'd given Destro the responsibility in the league, and so it was up to Destro to step up and give us a slither of hope of rescuing this game. And he steps up, pings it in top right, and that was 3-2, and we had fucking minutes left to try and rescue this game, and that's exactly what we did in the 90th minute, in the dying embers of this game. Lennon does absolutely fantastically, goes to the left, draws the defenders wide, cuts it back on his right foot and slots it into the corner to make it 3-3, and the comeback kings were becoming kings again. Unfucking real comeback after being, you know, 3-0 down after the fucking with 20 minutes to go. To come back like that was absolutely fantastic. But leave me down in the comment section which of the two comebacks you thought was better. Overall, probably the Monaco one, but, you know, to be 2-0 down and coming back to win 4-2 away at Manchester United was absolutely brilliant. Anyway, guys, that is pretty much it. If you have enjoyed this video, please drop it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new around here. We're almost at 9k likes. Again, thank you for that. Thank you for all the support on yesterday's video. If you are not already following me on Twitter as well, the links to that will be down in the description. And apart from that, I love you all, and I will see you guys later on. Goodbye.